All right, let's talk about the running backs, Williams and Swift. Dan Campbell made a comment on Swift injury growing. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out Detroit Lions Star playlist. And he said that had they needed DeAndre Swift for a real game, he would have been able to play. And my thing is, man, it's imperative for them to have these two guys get off this season. Because if they don't, I really don't know what to say, honestly. Because then Jared Goff will have to toss that thing around and do something that he couldn't do in Los Angeles and St. Louis. But with DeAndre Swift, man, it looked like another Kerryon Johnson situation. No, Kerryon Johnson, his knee got injured again in Philadelphia. His career pretty much could be over with. But he never really had the body for a running back. His body was too slender and tall and long, upright like Darren McFadden. Okay. But DeAndre Swift, he got that compact, body, not long, not too much torso, not too much legs. He got the body to be a running back, but for the most part, most of his success has come in catching the ball out the backfield. But if we don't over the years, we don't know if it's the running back or the line. They had good run blocking lines, we thought, but this year, I don't know what to say. If they can't run the ball this year at some point or progress through the season, and they put all that money into and also the defensive line, my bad. But defensive line, like Levi or Zorky, whatever his name is, got a back injury. He gonna be behind a red shirt, and then they didn't look good on national television. The defense looked the same in the front seven, and you put assets in the front seven, at least the D line. You make the first team last year, the backups in, you don't see no improvement. All right, and same for the offensive line in the running game. You drafted Penisa, right? You brought in Jamal Williams from Green Bay. And move High-Tie inside. You got other first-round picks, Taylor Decker, Ragnow. Then you got other good players like Jonah Jackson. You still can't run the ball. I think Jared Goff might look bad this year, or he might look extraordinary. But what I've seen with Jamal Williams, this past game with Buffalo, man, you got concerns. It's like the same thing like when LeGarrette Blount came to Detroit. He couldn't get it started out the backfield. So I'm not sure. I think they need to be running straight between the tackles and the guards. Slam right down the middle of the defense. All that misdirection, delay, and draws. They need to establish a physical culture. And a lot of times you can't tell if it's the back or the offensive line. And we see other atrocious teams able to still run the ball with some success. Look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jerome Robinson came in last year, an undrafted free agent, and lit it up. I know Dan Campbell not going to change the culture, but around quick, but we need to see some. We need to see some. We need to reap some benefits for some of these picks we took early in the front seven. We need to reap some benefits. That's my thing. You put all them picks into the line, and it looked like the same line from last year. So, like I said before, this season on their back, and they chose not to put more assets in the backfield behind Swift and behind Williams, and Swift already got a groin injury. Last year's head, he had a concussion. So the question is, can this team be formidable without this running game and without Stafford here? I say no. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be what it was a couple years ago when Stafford came out when he got injured, but like I said, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly if they're not able to run the ball, and they haven't been able to run the ball. Even people point to Reggie Bush being the last 1,000-yard rusher, and him and Joy Bill having success at the end of that season, they start fumbling and they start getting wore down. Kevin Smith has some success, but we just ain't been able to sustain success. Ever since, even with James Stewart, he ran for 1,000, got injured, ran for 1,000 again. It wasn't the same back he was the first year. Remember, the first year he got here, I think they made the playoffs. That was the year after Barry left. We haven't had sustained success with a running back, and the running game is very important. You're gonna have to trade up in the draft to get you a Christian McCaffrey, Ezekiel Elliott, and an Adrian Peterson. Because these little rinky-dink backs that they drafted in the second round and late first, and Javid Best, Kevin Jones, and later on Kevin Smith, all these rinky-dink ass backs, they not getting the job done. So Amir Abdullah, remember Mikael LaShore, they got to find them an elite running back. And on top of that, if they don't run the ball this year, most people, the conventional wisdom conventional thought tell us that you're going to need a quarterback too. So, there's a lot riding on the running backs here. If they're able to run the ball, this team going to be competitive. If they're not able to run the ball, look out. It might be one of those number 1 overall pick years. It might be. But it's important for them to run that ball. It's not that cute shit. Not that, toss and off tackle shit. They need to ram it down people's throats. They need to impose their will on other defensive front sevens and run over DBs and safeties and cornerbacks and nickelbacks. But a huge part of that success is going to be Swift catching the ball out the backfield and Williams banging on the inside. But watch Williams come here and forget how to play football. Forget what he did in Green Bay. I've seen it too many times. But he's very important to what they do too. And Swift staying healthy is very important. But if they go, Jared Goff gonna look like a Pro Bowl quarterback. If they enter the don't go, don't run the ball, you're gonna be talking about Sam Howell, Spencer Rattler, a lot of other quarterbacks, Emory Jones. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Check the Detroit Lions Talk playlist out. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All my social media description. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question. All my social media description. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. All that's there. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time. Motor C Sports Talk. Peace. Power still out too.